All right, so I want to conduct a little experiment with this training video. This is actually subsequent to watching and reacting to a video whereby so-called gurus or experts here in the financial space are recommending people go out and get access to all of these 0% introductory business credit card accounts so that they can rip the money down and then use the cash over the 0% period to buy things like real estate and hopefully, fingers crossed, refinance out of that money in order to pay the credit cards back before the 0% expiration. So I thought, well, why not just see what the credit card companies have to say about this? Because it seems to me there may be maybe a violation or two of the policies and procedures or these terms and conditions that, these credit card companies will provide you page after page of terms and conditions. And if your full intention is to simply work around the cash advance penalty, the consequences that come from cash advances, it seems to me that the actual lenders would have an issue with this. So I figured instead of reading through page after page of terms and conditions, why not give them a call and see what comes up? So we're going to go ahead and start with Chase Bank. I have a lot of accounts with Chase. So I've got a stack of credit cards here, and yes, I actually do have this many credit cards. So let's go ahead and give Chase a quick call.
Thank you for calling Chase. This is Scarlett. How may I help you?
Hi, Scarlett. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. My name's Matthew Pillmore. I'm a customer of yours. I had a couple questions, if you could. I'm not sure if you have a business banker there, but I was thinking of using my credit card, and I had a couple questions before I did it. I just wanted to make sure that I was following the terms and conditions appropriately.
Okay. So it's in regards to one of our business credit cards?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, more than welcome to answer any questions that you may have.
Okay. So somebody that I was thinking of working with had recommended that I use one of my 0% credit card promotional periods and purchase gold through an online website whereby I could then turn around and sell the gold back in order to get the cash deposited directly into my checking account so that I could avoid the 0% cash advance consequences, like the fee and the interest rate for cash advances. I just wanted to find out if that was something that is considered permissible within the terms and conditions.
I don't think I've ever had anybody ask that kind of question before. So somebody recommended that you use your card as a purchase transaction. They advised you to buy gold. And from there, you would take the gold and sell it for cash.
Correct. And then that cash would just be, yeah, exactly. I'd be able to just transfer the cash from my gold account into a checking account as a way of getting access to the cash from the credit card so that I could use it for purchasing real estate.
Okay, so use it to purchase real estate. Okay. I'm not quite sure of the answer, but I can definitely take a look into it. I can call our back office, our credit card departments, and see if that is a valid purchase that you can make using a Visa credit card. Like I mentioned, I've never really had anybody in the past ever ask that question as far as purchasing gold. So I don't know if it's something that would be an issue. Pretty much, how do they charge the card for you to be able to purchase the gold? Is it like on a merchant service?
Correct.
That they have, or
that's correct.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So is it on a website? You just plug in the numbers, it runs the transaction, and therefore you get the cash.
That's correct.
Okay. Do you mind if I give you a call back? I can look into it now and just talk to our back office and see what they say as far as, will that charge you just as a regular purchase? Is it something that will charge any interest? Or if it's something that would even go through at all?
Yeah, I'd really appreciate that. And if you don't mind, I spend a lot of time on the phone and you'll probably miss me. So if you could just leave a voicemail and just give me some indication as to what the standards are with that, if I would be violating any procedures or policies that you have, that would be very helpful.
Okay, perfect. And then what card do you have?
I have a lot of them. I probably have every card you have.
So is it on the business side? Do you
Correct.
have the unlimited, we have the business Inc., or the business preferred?
I have all of them.
You have all of them?
I do.
Okay. Which one were you planning on using for this transaction?
I figured your terms and conditions were probably somewhat universal between cards, so I was just trying to get a general sense of what's allowed.
Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and I'll call and I'll look into it for you, okay?
I really
You said
appreciate
your
it.
name was Matthew.
That's correct.
All right, Matthew, give me about 10 minutes. I'll give you a call back, and if you don't answer, I'll leave a voicemail, okay?
Awesome. I can't wait. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. We'll wait for that call back. Let's go ahead and give another call here. Does not surprise me that we can't get a straight answer immediately. It's a very creative approach, and with any luck, we won't be violating any terms and conditions. Does that change my viewpoint on whether or not you as a consumer should be moving forward with this? No. You should stay far, far away from it. I think it's insane to do this technique, regardless of the legality in terms of the actual policies and procedures here. Let's go ahead and give another big box bank a try. We're going to go with Wells Fargo. See what they have to say.
Thank you for calling Wells Fargo. This is Selma.
Hi, Selma. I had a question that it's probably a little bit unusual for a business banker there. I'm a customer of yours. I'm just curious if maybe you could put me in touch with somebody that could answer some questions regarding your credit card policies.
When you say our credit card policies, what exactly are you looking at?
I'm looking at using I'm looking at using a business credit card to take advantage of a 0% promotional period. And in order to work around the cash advance penalties that would come with doing that generally, there was a group that was recommending that I use it where I make a purchase. In this case, it would actually be for gold. There's an online website where you can buy gold using your credit card over the web, and then you sell the gold a few days later. The cash is then deposited into an account that you can transfer to your checking or savings. And instead of paying high cash advance fees, I would only pay a 2.5% fee to do that. So my question is, would I be violating any terms and conditions of my credit card agreement with you by considering doing that?
Wow.
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 Wow. Wow. Oh man, I feel like wow.
I honestly don't know. I would have to find that answer for you. But I have a quick question. And you said this is a business credit card?
That's correct.
Okay. Matthew, let me go ahead and get your phone number and find out the answer for you and give you a call back. What is a good phone number?
Yes.
And I'm going to just recap what you said. You want to use your business credit card to purchase gold. The website where you're purchasing it, that's accept the credit card. And then they will, in turn, later on, whenever you decide to sell it, they will send you the money back and then you pay the credit card, correct?
Actually, what we're trying to do is get the cash out of the credit card to buy real estate with it. And we don't want to pay cash advance fees. We'd like to take advantage of the low introductory interest rate on the credit card and avoid the cash advance penalties by simply going in and tapping into the cash. So I plan on using the cash and allowing that 0% promotional period to allow me to get inexpensive money during that timeline.
Oh, I'm not sure where I got gold in this. So you're saying real estate, but really, ultimately, what you're looking for is to do that cash advance into your credit card. So doing it from the credit card to a checking account, like a balance transfer. So you just pay the fee, and then you can take advantage of that 0%, and then eventually you just pay it back. Is that what you're asking?
Yes. So basically, what we would be doing is purchasing gold.
I love gold.
With a 0% introductory interest rate from the credit card, turn around and sell the gold back. We have no interest in owning the gold. We're only using the gold as a vehicle in order to avoid getting a cash advance from this credit card. We simply want to purchase with the credit card so we can get 0% purchase money and then sell the gold, which would then be transferred into cash into our account. Just a creative workaround.
Right. And I totally understand that. So you're actually going to the website that sells the gold.
That's right.
And you're paying with the credit card.
That's right.
To that website.
That's correct. And then when we sell the gold through that same website, they deposit the cash into the account, and then we can take that cash and use it for any reason we want, which in this case would involve real estate investing.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you checking with that. Let me go ahead and make a couple phone calls. Let me find that out, and I will get back to you.
Yes, thank you. And when you call back, there's a good chance I'll be on another call. Can you leave a voicemail for me and just let me know what you discovered? That would be perfectly fine. It's a private voicemail.
Okay.
Thanks.
Excellent.
I really appreciate all your help.
And there might be a chance that I might refer you to the car services. I'm going to try to avoid that, but there's a chance that I say, you know what, you definitely want to follow up and call this number.
Okay.
So they can give you more specifics.
Okay.
And I will have that number for you if that's the case.
That sounds great. Well, you've been very helpful so far. I appreciate it. Thanks for looking into it for me.
Thank you. Absolutely, Matthew. Have a good day.
Thanks. You too.
Bye.
Bye. Exactly the outcome I expected so far. A lot of, wow, what was that?
Gold!
You want to do what?
Gold!
I have no idea.
Thanks for calling Capital One. Say or enter the last 4 digits of your card number. One moment while I look up your account.
Thank you for calling Capital One. This is Doris. I'll be your personal account manager. Now I have your name.
Hi, Doris. My name's Matthew Pillmore. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you this afternoon?
I'm good. Yeah, I just had an unusual question I'm hoping you might know the answer to. I was exploring a group that was helping with some real estate investing, and they had encouraged me to consider doing a more creative approach to getting cash out of my credit card without paying the cash advance penalties that I would normally pay. And the recommendation was to take the credit card and purchase gold through an online website that appears to be very reputable, whereby I could then, in a matter of a few days, turn around and sell the gold, and the cash would be deposited into my online account and transferable to any account I wanted, including checking and savings. So basically what I'm doing is just bypassing the consequences of doing a traditional cash out on this credit card and actually literally be able to take advantage of 0% promotional periods for 6, 9, 12 months and have access to that working capital, that cash, to go out and buy real estate. On the surface, when I first heard that, my first impression was that it sounded like it might violate terms and conditions of the credit card agreement that I have with you. So before we did anything reckless, I wanted to reach out and just try and get some clarity from you whether or not that's actually something that's allowed.
Okay. Now, first off, your cash credit limit is $1,000. Okay. So the only thing you could do is you'd be using it as purchases.
That's right.
I don't know on here. So it's not going to increase your credit availability. All it does is you would, because it's a purchase, you would not. Now, I don't know whether when you're purchasing gold, is that a cash transaction?
No.
Or is it a purchase transaction?
It's a purchase transaction based on the credit. So the total availability, what's the availability on this specific account?
This credit card, because it's been inactive since 2015, has a credit line of $2,000.
Oh, the Spark account?
Right.
Oh, that's very low. Okay. What does it take to raise that? Can we get that increased?
Well, you can. Let me just take a look here first, because it's never been used. The account opened in 2015. Let me just see if there's any eligible offers for credit line increase.
Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah. See, there's not an offer on the account, so that means that you can do it 2 ways. You can go online at CapitalOne.com. You put your annual income in, your employment status, and what you pay in monthly mortgage or rent.
Uh-huh.
Once you put in all of that information, it's going to ask you how much you think you'll be using monthly on your account. You put that in and just answer the questions. Once you hit submit, it'll either approve it for an amount at that time, or it'll go pending, and you get a letter in 7 to 10 days. Just to let you know, it is responsible on your credit, so it should not affect your credit history or credit score. as far as making the recommendation as far as that, I would call the Better Business Bureau just to kind of make sure that the bid is legit before you get in taken in on something that might be wary of, because we don't know that. But they would be able to help you.
Okay. That
But
sounds
as far
good.
as we're concerned, it's not a problem. But how whether
So as long as it's purchase money and it's eligible through their website, you guys don't have any issues with me using that creatively to get access to the full 2,000 versus just 1,000 and avoid all the extra penalties that come along with the cash advance.
I don't see anything as long as it comes through as a purchase, right?
Perfect. Wonderful. I really appreciate your assistance.
Yeah, well, good luck to you on your venture, and thank you for calling into Capital One.
Thanks so much. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's talk real quickly about a couple things on that. So that's good. 1 for 1, right? Obviously a very low limit. We just don't have a need for any of these credit card limits to be high. The only reason we're constantly increasing personal credit limits is because it assists in personal credit scores being optimized. Business credit, however, because it does not report to our personal credit reports, really doesn't make a difference if it's a $2,000 limit or a $200,000 limit if I have no intention on using it, which I'm clearly not. So anything that's personal credit, high limits are really important. Anything that's business credit, unless it's something that you need access to, the limit isn't going to make much of a difference. I do have another Capital One account here as well. This one, I believe, being a personal account. Oh, this is the wrong one. This is the one right here, the venture account. So the venture account has a $15,000 limit. Currently $7,300 in rewards right now. This one we have used a few times. It's currently paid off as well. But that was interesting. And it sounds like, hey, you know what? Doesn't appear to be a violation of their rules. That's exactly what we're hoping for. Certainly we don't want these guys out recommending people commit fraud by using this exchange process between gold and cash. I'd like to try one last account here. Let's just give Barclays a call, but that was encouraging. That lets me know that there's not blatant fraud being committed, especially knowingly. That would be a real shame.
Para continuar en español, marque 9. This call may be recorded or monitored. Please hold. Your call is being transferred to a relationship manager. Thank you for calling. Your call may be monitored and recorded. Your estimated wait time is approximately
0
Thank you for calling Barclays Card Ring MasterCard. My name is Laura. May I have your name, please?
Hi, Laura. My name's Matthew Pillmore. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Mr. Pillmore. And thank you for coming through the automated system and pre-verifying. And how can I assist you today? That is a very good question. Let me place you on just a brief hold, and I'll be right back.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
The other bank's calling back right now. So while we wait for that, quick story for you. I lost my wallet the other day. I think I jinxed myself with that Never Lose Your Wallet Again video. And I didn't realize I'd lost it. And I actually got a phone call, and the gal, I pick up, the gal says, "Have you lost your wallet?" My pockets, I have no idea where it is. And she said, "Can you verify your name?" I tell her my name. It's because I have my phone number right on the inside sleeve of that wallet, and I gave you guys that as a tip. So you can see how people like me benefit greatly from advice like that. So hopefully you guys take that advice yourselves.
I do have some information for you.
Great.
Yes, as long as if the merchant runs the transaction through and the transaction processes, everything's good. If it doesn't process, it's probably because it's classified as like Bitcoin or something like that, or gambling, so it won't let it go through on the call.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, great. Well, that's good information to have. Thank you so much for double checking for me.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for holding. I do apologize. I just had to go walk and find out that answer for you.
No, I appreciate that so much. Thanks for being certain.
Oh, no problem. Was there anything else I could assist you with today?
That was all for today. Thanks, Laura.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for calling Barclays Card Ring MasterCard, and you have a wonderful day.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, 2 for 2. So what we're taking away from this exercise is that this process could very well be on the up and up. Does not mean I feel comfortable in any way, shape, or form with the recommendation to do this. I think it's still a terrible mistake. I also think it's a terrible mistake to give power of attorney to anybody who has control over applying for these types of accounts in your name and just waiting at your mailbox for them to show up. What happens if 20 applications are submitted on your behalf? What happens if 5 applications over just the next 12 months are submitted on your behalf? Those are totally realistic types of expectations given what I've seen with clients that are using these firms. And the real question is, where will these firms be during the next downturn? I think I have a hunch. Let's go ahead and take a look at the voicemail that just came in.
Hey Matthew, this is Scarlett returning your call from Chase. I did ask our representative about it, and they said that if for any reason they would allow it to go through and they require an approval, then it could be processed as a cash transaction. Therefore, it would be treated as a cash advance, and all terms and conditions would apply as far as what they have set up for your particular card. So they'll charge you that interest rate plus the transaction fee. If you have any other questions, feel free to give me a call.
Great. 3 for 3. Don't even necessarily need to wait for Wells Fargo to call back. So when might this be a useful resource, right? So this was, what was it? Gold Store or Gold Money, Inc. And this is at goldmoney.com. And Gold Money, could very well be a great resource as an entrepreneur. I could imagine using this throughout my career for various investments, but I would never use this for something that required something I have such little control over, like a refinance, that requires economic conditions to be a certain way. It requires property values to be a certain way. There's so much beyond my control that I just simply wouldn't feel safe using this technique for real estate. Could this technique be good for other projects? Let's say you needed $5,000 to get a new Amazon store off the ground. It's a lot different borrowing $5,000 from a credit card that currently does not offer cash advance interest rates at 0%, and instead you go through a process to get access to these accounts and then use the 0% promotional period at the cost of a 2.5% processing fee by the Gold Money app or Gold Money website. So I could think of some circumstances where this resource would be very valuable, and for that reason I appreciate what these companies are explaining, and certainly even though it catches me off guard upon first impression, doing a little bit of digging and making sure that it's appropriate and that it's all within the terms and conditions has proven to be fruitful. So I would look into it further, be very, very careful, and certainly never sign over power of attorney for somebody to submit applications on your behalf. Simply visit creditcards.com as a starting point and dig through those credit cards yourself. Just know that every application you submit to a credit card will make applications to other and better forms of debt weapons more difficult to get approvals on. So we minimize applications to credit cards. Obviously, that's hard to believe when you see this enormous stack of credit cards here, but this is all strategically timed, right? And obviously we're not using all of these accounts. Most of them we use only for purposes of maintaining an active status. But we use them rarely. We use them once every 3 to 6 months, if at all. And the ones that we are using are the ones that are providing us the best rewards, and then we're paying them in full every month. And by doing that, it's obviously driving our credit scores through the roof. And it makes all the other applications for all the much better debt weapons that much easier to get. And these are debt weapons that are same as cash. Home equity lines of credit are same as cash. They're secured. There are unsecured capital accounts that work the exact same way as home equity lines of credit, where you can access that capital anytime you want it by just simply writing a check for that. So a lot of opportunity to get access to capital and avoid the risks that come along with the specific approach that's being recommended on this video. Guys, hopefully some of this deeper diving is helping you out. If you like these types of videos and you want me to do some of these research calls on your behalf, then go ahead and make sure you drop a like on the video. Furthermore, make sure you're a subscriber to the channel. And we do offer one free coaching session to everybody that attends our channel here on YouTube. That's a courtesy. It's just a gift from us to you. When you set up that coaching session, you'll also get a free cash flow cruncher spreadsheet. That cash flow cruncher is an additional gift. It's a tremendously advanced spreadsheet that allows you to track your income and expenses in a completely unique way. It has many fields in there that'll calculate things like loan to values. It'll calculate your total utilization percentages, which helps design plans for credit optimization and so forth. So really a really great tool for you to be using day in and out, every month in and month out, every year in and year out. I've been using that tool for about 12 years now myself. Very, very helpful. So we do give one free coaching session to anybody that has at least $500 worth of positive cash flow. That's when my collection of specialties will be most valuable to you. Those sessions are scheduling quite a ways out now. In order to jump that line, you can take advantage of our Quickstart opportunities as well. There are two options to choose from that same website, freecoachingcalendar.com. So you'll have the free coaching session option, and then you'll have two options for the Quickstart vacancies. One is where you still have some questions you need to get answered before diving in. The second one is where you're ready, you're really serious about your money, and you want to start fast tracking right away, at which point we will put you in the front of the line. You'll end up on my calendar, and we'll go through an actual thorough analysis before committing on either side. So while it does require payment in order to reserve that vacancy, if for whatever reason either side just says this isn't what we were expecting, it's not going to be the outcome we both are looking for, then we'll void that membership and we'll refund you your tuition. So really no obligations here. This is not about trying to catch you and get you to pay for something that you're not a good fit with. Guys, this has to be a good fit. We worked together for 30 months. This is a very long relationship. And if you have other questions that you want to get answered about that, just check out those videos that are in the freecoachingcalendar.com website. When you're selecting your options, it'll go through some explanations. But I am looking forward to speaking with each and every one of you. And it's this type of stuff where we're exploring it all together to determine, hey, is this really something that can help fast track your specific individual goals? Maybe you don't even want real estate. Really, this call has nothing to do, this training specifically has nothing to do with real estate investing. It has to do with leveraging into wealth creation vehicles. It has to do with leveraging into income producing assets. And it's all about creating cash flow if you want freedom. Guys, cash flow is the secret to freedom. You can go out there and flip all the houses you want to, but you're only as good as your last transaction. So we have to get away from transactional income and start building our way into actual residual forms of what we call progressive income. We look forward to doing that with you. Until then, make it a great day today. We'll see you on the next video. Take care. What's going on, my cash flowing kings and queens? Today is my favorite part of the video. We're giving away more $25 Amazon gift cards. We give one away each week, so make sure you're a subscriber. That's how you get on. Okay? That's how you get in the contest. Today, I'm very, very pleased to announce Mr. Mike Hernandez. You're the viewer that's taking home your very own $25 Amazon gift card because of this incredible comment. I love this. Another great video. He's saying this about the 30 things that are holding you back. It's the WTF series that we're working on. Since I found your channel, I tell everybody about you guys. Always informative and interesting. I recently got my best friend to watch, and I came to find out that he's never even checked his credit. He's never even applied for a credit card. I was blown away to find that out. So I asked him what his goals were, and I told him that we could work together to complete his goals and mine. Now we are so excited. I can't get enough of your videos and ideas. Just the thought of becoming my own boss and becoming totally debt-free is what I want. Keep up the great work. Man, that's so cool. I love the fact that this channel is not only having an influence on you guys directly, but it's having an influence on everybody that you share it with. And I think that that's a huge obligation that we all share. Once we discover that there are much better ways of managing our money, ways that go way beyond what we were taught in school, way beyond what our parents knew, then it is a sense of responsibility for us to share this with the people around us that we care most about. So get out there, share this information with the people you love most, become a subscriber, let us know how things are going for you and how our channel and information is impacting your life. And who knows, maybe next week you'll be winning $25 as well. Hey, what's happening, cash flowers? Very, very excited to announce our next Skype winner. This is our July 2018 winner. A little behind on the announcement, but so happy and excited to start down a path of success with Miss Ava Ford, could be pronounced Forday. Ava says, I came on here looking to get information about what I needed to do to prepare to buy a vehicle, and I just got a vision winning tickets for October. I like that. I like that future pacing, I think they call that. It's somewhere in the manifesting world, I believe. So she says, yay! So what I've learned so far, question mark, let's just say that the information from VIP has been solely responsible for helping me raise my Equifax score by 64 points. Heck yeah, girl. And her TransUnion score by 181 points. What the heck? In 1 month? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So she says, see you soon, Matt. That's right, Ava. You are going to see me soon. You're going to see me on our Skype conference call. What I need you to do is just click the link in the description below, send an email to our team. We'll be in touch with you via your YouTube contact as well, just to make sure that we have the right person. But I'm really, really excited about having this conversation with you. It sounds like you're really off to a terrific start, and I can't wait to play more of a role in your success moving forward. So guys, in order to stay eligible, make sure you follow the contest rules in the description below, and hopefully our next call will be with you. See you on the next one.